And some of the tools are very useful. Is anybody on LinkedIn? Okay, good. That's very good.
Into it. I was like, oh my god, this thing exists. It was like a month ago, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's very good.
Still figuring it out.
Are you on LinkedIn, JR?
Well, yes.
You recommended me for something. I felt so good about myself.
I tease him because I pushed him to be on LinkedIn.
It
So-
has been useful.
It can be more useful. Having a profile is the first step. So this is what LinkedIn looks like. It's just a website. You go there, you log in, you create an account, you build your resume, you put in the dates you went to school, and then you can start looking for people that you might know that are on LinkedIn. You connect with them. So when you see, this is the connect button, you can connect with somebody, and this is how many connections this person has. And this is just like the top screen capture of what LinkedIn looks like. So in the bottom, it might have recommendations from other people. It might have, where they went to school, what awards they won. Like, it's a complete profile of somebody. It's a complete resume, really, is what it is. But the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is that, for example, I don't know this person. I just looked him up figuring, if I put somebody I know there, they might get offended. So I just picked somebody that I don't know but has something to do with translation. So you can see, this person came from the School of Translation. Here, right here. She's alumni to you guys. And she works at the Translation Bureau. And she knows 35 people. I bet 20 of them are in the field of translation. So if you were to connect with her, I'm not suggesting you send her email. She might be wondering, why did I get 20 emails today? Hi, Christine. I also go to the University of Ottawa School of Translation. I was wondering.
Use this as an example.
That actually may not be a bad thing to do, to look for alumni that are working in different fields of translation, offer to connect, and maybe have a coffee, if they're local. I'm new, and I would love to pick your brain on how I can find a job in this field. Can I buy you a coffee, one of the weekday mornings or whatever.
They're also all on our Facebook group, most of our alumni. Just so you're all aware.
Oh, you have a Facebook group?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Translation Student Association has
Nobody
a
can
Facebook
view
group.
it though,
What do you mean they
unless
can't
you're
view
like
it?
on Facebook and logged in and in the group. It's like a public group, but you can't see it.
Well,
it's really frustrating. I
technically-
can't tell people, look, this is what we're doing. Look how busy we are. We're so exciting.
When first years come, we invite them to join the group. And usually alumni don't leave the group, so
Yeah.
they're alumni on the group.
The thing is, there's a difference between Facebook groups and Facebook pages. Groups were the old thing. Pages are the new thing. Pages are very public. You can see them if you're just on the internet, whereas groups are very internal and social. We need to talk about it. Sorry.
She also has a marketing brain, so.
Sorry.
But this is just a glimpse for you to see the power of LinkedIn. You can see who has common interests with you. You can see, and we have been, in my office, we've been recruiting Aboriginal translators, and JR is doing that. And so we go look for anybody who mentions like Inuktitut, and what groups they belong to, and then we can post a job discussion there, and people respond to it. I mean, there's 10,000 ways for you to learn how to use LinkedIn. You can probably go on YouTube and search for a video about how to use LinkedIn, how to get the best out of LinkedIn. You can, spend a couple hours and the next thing you would know more about it than me. But this is just for you to take a look to see the power of the tool and what you can do to benefit. So let's say if you did connect with this person, then you can see all of their connections. Sometimes you can have your privacy setting to protect your connections, but 90% of people on LinkedIn don't do that. So you can see who she's connected to, and then you can, maybe there's somebody that interests you very much. If you have a strong enough relationship with this person, you can ask for introduction. You can say, I really wanted to, get an opportunity with this organization. I see that you know so-and-so from there. Can you broker introduction for me? If that person likes you enough, they'll say yes. And that's how you get your foot in the door. So this is a friend of mine. He's on LinkedIn. And I can see everybody he's connected to, who he connected now, and the people we know in common, and the entire list of his connections. And that's what people call this is your rolodex. This is how you build your rolodex, expand. gives you a foundation to build upon. I'm sure being, involved in the Translation Student Society with so many alumni in different parts of, Ottawa's translation landscape, you can do so much just by mining your existing alumni network. And LinkedIn also has a lot of groups. This is a Terminologies group. And in the group, you can follow somebody. They post a question you can answer. There's a wealth of information, on different things. But belonging to the group also allows you to send them unsolicited email as a group member. So for example, if you don't know Kara and you want to send her an email, you can send her email just as a friend, I think. But if she objects that you called her a friend, then next time you cannot send out those unsolicited emails anymore. But if you join the terminology group, you can send anybody who's in the same group. Unless that person specifically puts in their privacy setting, they do not accept emails from the group members. So joining the groups, being part of the community, follow other people, be involved, is also another way to use LinkedIn to build your network. So once you have the context, once you know these are the people that are good for me to know, it's very important to reach out to them. Don't just stop at email. Ask if you can have a coffee with them, have a meeting, or whatever it is. Most people have some downtime at their job. Some people are even bored at their jobs. They'd be happy to meet with you as long as it doesn't take too long, as long as you're tactful and ask for small favors. Don't ask them to mortgage their house for you. So this book is a really good book. So I think if today, our discussion about networking interests you, this is a really good book. It's called Never Eat Alone. And reading that book will just give you a complete, in-depth understanding of what a network really is and what you can gain from building a valuable network.